Now here's a little quick demonstration about how the controls interact with each other. In a normal arcade type of game, if you push left on one stick, your airplane's going to turn left all the time. If you push right, it's going to go right. If you pull back, it's always going to go up. When you push forward, it's always going to go down. The only problem is, okay, now we're on what's called a knife edge. Pulling back on the stick makes you go left, pushing down makes you go right, and things are all wonky. If you now switch from the third-person view and go to an in-cockpit view, it's not quite as confusing, because when I go left on the rudder, I move left, right on the rudder moves right, up, back moves up, forward moves down, and roll left, roll right. Now, again, if you're in kind of straight and level flight, that makes perfect sense, but let's say you're upside down. Well, if you go left and right, if you use like your rudder, I'm pushing right on the rudder and now I'm turning left. I'm pushing left on the rudder and I'm turning right. That seems kind of counterintuitive. But if you can go into the in-cockpit camera, it doesn't matter, because now I'm going right, I'm going left, even though from outside that looks the same. Now, what does this mean? Well, when you're on what's called like a knife edge like this, if you can see my rudder, that's how I'm controlling my up and down. I'm using left and right. Or in this case, left and right. The controls stay with the airplane and not with your perspective. Now, a couple other quick things. If you notice, I don't know if you can see it or not, but to make a sharp turn, I bank and I pull up on the throttle. I turn the other way, I rotate the other way, bank, and pull up on the stick, not on the throttle. You can actually, if you use just the rudder, you can actually make a little bit of a turn with just your rudder, but it's not as efficient. You want to pull, bank, and turn both. And if you notice, you can get a little rudder. It actually helps you turn faster as well. Like I was also mentioning, when you're in a sideways position, your rudder becomes your up and down control. If you're inside the aircraft, it's a little more, I guess, intuitive, but in case you're in third person, that's what you need to remember. Now, in combat, I will generally go with the first person just because I can see what's going on a little bit better. However, if I'm doing close terrain following or dropping bombs, I will actually use the third person because I can keep, where's my wingtip in relationship to the ground and stuff. So, anyhow, that's, I believe, the end of the second tutorial. We'll go into a little basic maneuvering after this.